Kate from Blackbird Blessings here with your astrological forecast for March 27th through April 1st. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely digging this Aries energy and this switch into spring. The warm weather outside is making me feel like I am coming alive after a deep hibernation. So we got some really great energy this week. Let's see how it is going to manifest for us. All right, we have a first quarter moon, okay? So what I need you to do is think back to that new moon that we were talking about last week. We had the astrological new year, right? So we were inviting some things into our lives and starting to manifest things that we wanted for this new year or this new lunar cycle. So think back to those intentions, right? This is the week, not to just be thinking of those intentions, but being able to really get your projects off the ground. However, for some of us, we need to have some tough conversations before we can go forward. And these tough conversations, they can be uncomfortable, but this is the time that we need to have them. And I want to say we need to have them at the beginning of this week, okay? So we have Mercury, the planet of communication. It is in Aries. So those communications and those conversations we need to have, don't avoid them. They need to happen. Otherwise, the issues that you're avoiding are going to just keep popping themselves up and creating more problems in the long run. All right. So we also have Jupiter, the planet of luck and wisdom in Aries, which is excellent because that is going to be supporting you to have favorable outcomes as long as you are paying attention to who you are speaking to and how they need to hear your message. So that way you are communicating effectively. But you should be supported with the energy at this time. Make sure that you are having these conversations though at the beginning of the week, okay? You want to face them while the moon is either in an air sign, right? Intellectual, sharp wit, able to communicate clearly, or an earth sign, right? So things are grounded and steady and things are good, okay? And you probably want to do this either whether if you didn't have any, if you had conversations this past weekend, I'm sure that they were nice and steady and grounded with that Taurus moon. We have the moon moving into Gemini at the beginning of the week. So we got Monday and Tuesday. Those are the times to have these conversations or to make those decisions where you really need to have like your mind sharp and about you. All right. If you wait to have these conversations on Wednesday, the moon is moving into Cancer. I would absolutely avoid that and maybe just hang on to it for another couple days if you weren't able to get to them at the beginning of the week, because with the moon in Cancer, we are going to be feeling extra emotional. And if you're trying to work through things or problem solve and stuff, your emotions might get the better of you and really kind of take over what you're trying to do. So you don't want that. And then come this weekend, we've got fire, and I will discuss that a little bit more, but the moon is moving into Leo, and our words and things might be taken a little bit aggressively, or they might come out more forcefully than we want. And remember, with that Aries attitude in the sun and in Jupiter and in Mercury, we don't have the best tact all the time and really very little filter, okay? So if that's something that you struggle with anyway, guilty, right? Then, maybe wait until the following week if you can't have it at the beginning of this week. All right, so communication is going to be really, really important for moving your projects forward. All right, so we also might be facing some obstacles at the beginning of the week, okay? Especially on Tuesday when the moon in Gemini is going to be squaring the sun in Aries, right? So it's that uncomfortableness and that little bit of obstacles and stuff, but those are generally the ones that are going to push us forward in wherever we're going. So you're going to be feeling this, especially if you have any cardinal signs in your big three, okay? So that would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So take a look at your chart, see what your big three are, and if you have any cardinal signs in those, you're going to be feeling those obstacles and like maybe that like a little bit of toughness at the beginning of the week the most. All of my big three are cardinal signs. I have a Cancer, Capricorn, Aries. So yikes, my week's gonna be awesome. But the good news is that even if you have a lot of cardinal energy in your big three, we are those resilient people who can be like, okay, this wasn't working, so we're gonna dodge, we're gonna pivot, we're gonna shift, right? And we can kind of bounce back from those obstacles. So don't worry, just know that they're gonna happen. So if you do encounter one of those, figure out where you need to kind of move yourself to be able to progress forward. All right. The beginning of the week, especially when you're hitting those obstacles, go with your gut, go with your intuition. That is going to serve you so much better than logic at this time. You know what you need to do to be able to get through things. So just kind of be open to that and really listen to your intuition. Okay, so we have Mercury, as I said, in Aries. So we are all benefiting from the quick wit and super problem solving. So when the moon on Wednesday joins Mars in Cancer, we are very motivated to get things done at our house, okay? So great time to like do things like your taxes or those spring projects that you really need to get done. That's gonna be a great time, Wednesday and Thursday, to get that. So it's some really great spring can-do energy, which is great. And let's see. Oh, starting on Friday. Okay, as I said, the moon is moving into the fiery sign of Leo. So this is kind of like the fire alarms going off, being like, warning, warning, fire, fire, fire. We have fire in like 5 different planets this week over the weekend. So it is going to be big energy. So we want to make the most of it without having like any type of like emotional explosions, right? So plan for something awesome. Don't waste this great energy cleaning your house or doing anything mundane. You will have plenty of that to-do list energy on Monday and Tuesday of the following week. So this weekend is for letting loose, having fun. I love this type of energy over a weekend because you're not, hopefully you're not stuck at work. I'm a teacher, so of course weekends I'm like, I'm not stuck at work and I have this great energy. It's amazing. So if there's a way that you can plan for having some really fun time with people this weekend, go for it. All right. If you are unsure of how these planets are going to affect you, what is your big 3? Get in touch with me through the website. I would love to give you a natal chart reading and help you to figure out where this is going to affect you. April vacation is coming up soon, and I am going to be opening up my books for some more flexible scheduling. So if like the Sunday mornings or Monday evenings don't really work out for appointments, I am going to be pretty flexible and over April break. So also, if there's another time that you want to get your natal chart but your schedule's a little different, please send me an email through the website. I'll be happy to try to make it work with your schedule. All right. So until next time, be well and follow the stars.